Hello and welcome back. So, looking at the new Achtung Cthulhu starter set. So this is due out this month. Full disclosure, this is a review copy which has been kindly provided by Modiphius. It's not a paid for review or anything like that. My opinions are my own, blah, blah, blah. But I've been really looking forward to this. I've played a fair amount of the Call of Cthulhu RPGs. Lots and lots of fun with that. I've always wanted to get into Achtung Cthulhu, but I've never really had a game group for it. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look through the contents of this box. There will be a separate review for everything in here, which will be due up probably in a week or two. I've got a game planned of Achtung Cthulhu from this starter set. So I'll be able to give you a decent review of that later on. It won't be a review of Achtung Cthulhu as an RPG because it's been around for ages and there's plenty of other places to go and see that. But I will go much deeper into this box. But for today, we're going to open it up, have a look, see what we get inside and give my early opinions on it. So in terms of starter sets, I've noticed that in the last couple of years, generally starter sets for RPGs have been getting bigger and more sort of fleshed out and that kind of thing. I'm talking specifically about, you know, Free League and a few others that kind of their starter sets are becoming a little bit larger and more fleshed out than they have been previously. So when you look at a Dungeons and Dragons starter set, or let's think, or the Call of Cthulhu starter set. In fact, I've got it right in front of me. I might as well show you. They're kind of much smaller, thinner boxes. Mine's jam-packed full of other stuff anyway. And are fairly brief, but contain a decent amount of content. These days, a lot of these are in bigger boxes, a bit more content. Which is great. Obviously it drives up the price a little bit, but it is the quality of the content which is most important. And so, like I say, the starter sets that I've got from other Modiphius products have been very good. So there we go. It is a bigger box and it is packed right to the brim. So completely and utterly packed. We'll have a quick look through what we get. So this is a scenario book. It appears to be Among the Wolves. We get a basic rules booklet, which comes in at about 20 pages. We have some pre-generated characters. Alex Kelly, Jordan Ash, Lula Brett, Mike Tiedemann, Halash Kanan, and Clarissa Tucker. So 6 of those. They are front and back, and each one gives a little bit of kind of details on the character, a bit of backstory, and their general stats and that kind of stuff. So very cool. We get, what have we got here? Quick reference sheets. All right, 1, 2, 3, 6 of those. For up to 6 players, that's handy. A whole bunch of tokens. Quite a lot there. Right. Some lovely maps. So we got some maps we'll have a look at in a second. And yeah, so it's not a full box. We've got a nice sort of decent size insert here. All right. There's an insert here and there is some other info. Oh, right. and that is printed to the inside of the box. Weapon qualities, conflict momentum, spends, fortune spends, and resistance. So it's printed on the inside of the box. Okay, we can do away with that. Oh, sorry, and on the inside of the lid, more printed information. Difficulties, weapon range, complication range, and attribute bonuses, and weapon effects. Then finally we have a set of 6 dice, which look pretty good. Look very good actually. So in here we have 1, 2, 4 d6s, which have 2 blanks, 1 single shot, 1 double shot, and these 2 symbols here. Don't know what those mean yet. And we also have what appears to be 2 d20s, 5 and a 13. Not great. Okay. We can have a brief look at the maps. So here we have Hold the Lion. Have the village. Might not get all of this into frame here. Travers Farm. And Black Sun Camp. Then finally you have some tunnels, and last but not least, pyramid, some sort of huge horrible beastie. Okay. So, lots of stuff. Let's take a look at, we'll start with the basic rules. Okay, so the general overview, basic rules into the Secret War. Achtung, Cthulhu is a fast-paced, pulp-influenced setting for Lovecraftian role-playing during Second World War, which allows players to discover the truth behind the malign influence of the mythos on the Nazi war machine and beyond, as conflict engulfs the globe during 1939 to 1945. Then it goes through explaining a little bit in very brief detail the 2d20 system, discussion on characters, specifically attributes and skills. Kind of before you start getting ready, that's for the GMs. And then going through various things on the skill test section. So attempting a test, opposed tests, truths, complications, success at cost, and test difficulty. Improving the odds as well. Okay, then it talks about momentum and threat, fortune, action and conflict, attacks, stress and injuries, fatigue, resistance, armor, cover and morale, magic, quite a large section on magic, and that's it. That is it. And a little bit of stuff about Star Trek Adventures, which is, I've seen lots of advertisement for recently, so that looks pretty cool. Much more information about Achtung Cthulhu in general, in terms of other books and that sort of thing that are available, and the Fallout tabletop role-playing game. But very cool. And then finally, I have the briefest of looks at Among the Wolves, battle the forces of the occult in this epic mission. And I have to say that this is quite a large book. So obviously, heavy spoilers ahead. 57 pages. But let's have a look at the kind of introduction at the bare minimum. Among the Walls, synopsis. Welcome to Among the Walls, the introductory adventure for Achtung, Cthulhu. A thrilling mission that will have you and your players get to grips with the action-filled pulp setting that is the Secret War. In this starter adventure, you'll get to interact with the myriad systems which form Achtung Cthulhu's cinematic playstyle and learn the ropes of how to use these mechanics to plan and play your own original games, all using the 2D20 system from Modiphius Entertainment. Okay, so what I'm going to do is going to read the little synopsis of Act 1, and I'll ignore the rest because I don't want to give anything away. But Act 1, fight together, win together. The mission opens in Dunkirk on the 24th of May 1940, 2 days prior to the Operation Dynamo, the Allied evacuation of 338,000 British and French soldiers in small boats. It's here that you'll first meet our heroes who have to fight off an assault from the German army, or here. These agents are then pulled back from the front and sent on secret mission deep behind enemy lines. A deep recon assignment that will introduce the true horrors of the Secret War. Okay, nice. Dunkirk setting, perhaps watch the movie Dunkirk to learn a bit more about that, if you don't know already. But this obviously makes use of our maps. There's genuinely a lot of information here. So I'm very much looking forward to getting into this and running this at the weekend. Very, very cool indeed. I'm going to leave it there. Like I say, I'll be back in the next week or two with a full review. This is available for pre-order now, and it ships at some point over the next month or so. It says around about mid-April, which is about 2 weeks out from where we are today. But I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see more about Achtung Cthulhu or other Modiphius products, make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will be back very soon with more. I'll see you all later. Take care.